Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 longevity foods that you want to be consuming on a regular basis. These are power-packed with longevity-based ingredients that will help you live longer, healthier, and more vibrant a life. So look at these as some of the best power-packed supplements you could possibly take for longevity. The first is the phenol-rich berries, such as blueberries and blackberries and raspberries and strawberries, there's all these different types of berries that have these incredible plant phenols in them, like Fisetin and Quercetin. And so what does Fisetin and Quercetin do? They're ingredients that in the longevity space, everyone talks about. If a formulator is a good formulator for longevity supplements, they're putting Quercetin and Fisetin inside of their supplements. And what they do is they get rid of senescent cells out of the body. Now, what is a senescent cell? It's a cell that is an aging cell. It's kind of like an old cell that is what we also call a zombie cell. And the problem with these zombie cells is that they go and tell other cells to become zombie cells. They tell other cells to become aged cells. And so as we age, the more zombie cells we get, the more of a positive feedback loop that gets created, unfortunately, with these different cells. So this senescent cell will tell a normal cell to become senescent, and then that cell will go tell other cells. And that's part of why we have this cascading effect around aging. Aging is not a linear process. You're born and then you die. It's an exponential process. You're born, you feel good, you're doing great, and then boom, you drop off a cliff. Typically, that's how it happens. So what can we do to prevent dropping off a cliff? We need to get rid of these senescent cells. We need to get rid of these zombie cells. And eating phenol-rich berries are absolutely incredible. Now, in another video that I talked about how important exercise is. And one of the reasons is because it increases and secretes brain-derived neurotropic factor, which is like miracle grow for the brain. It really helps neurogenesis happen, and it can actually help prevent what they call transneurodegeneration, which is when the neurons can actually degenerate and not function properly, which then, if you have a lot of that going on, can cause early dementia as well as Alzheimer's and other neurological disorders like Parkinson's disease and multiple sclerosis and things of that nature. So blueberries are actually a type of berry that has been shown to promote the development of brain-derived neurotropic factor. So that's kind of cool, right? So I like to put these in my avocado bowls in the morning. I put like some avocado, some berries, some seeds, some chia seeds, things of that nature. Unbelievable way to start the day. I put in some powders and some superfoods and all of that. You can put it in a smoothie. You can add it to salads. You can have it as opposed to like a steak and potatoes. You could have a steak and berries, right? So I know that sounds crazy, it's counterintuitive, but anywhere you can integrate and consume more of these, the better. Okay, so that's number 1, plant phenol-rich or phenol-rich berries. Number 2 is Evo, extra virgin olive oil. There's so many different factors that is essential to longevity inside of extra virgin olive oil. In fact, in Greece, they typically, in Italy, a lot of these longevity communities will take a shot of olive oil once or even twice a day. And we're talking about like 1 ounce, 2 ounces of olive oil a day. And so what I like to do is I like to put the olive oil over my salad. I like to use it in dipping sauces when I make the dipping sauces from home. I like to even take a shot of it if I know I'm not going to eat it in the day. I get mine from Israel, and so I actually ship mine in from Israel, freshly pressed. There's a factor in there called Oleocanthal, which is this really powerful ingredient that is like an ibuprofen. In fact, the research shows that it's almost as effective or just as effective as ibuprofen for pain and for reducing inflammation in particular. So if you want to reduce inflammation, olive oil can be extremely beneficial. So the last thing is dark leafy vegetables. Now, I know a lot of my carnivore friends that all they do is eat meat all day are like, bro, you're so wrong on this. It's got all of these anti-nutrients in them. They destroy people's lives, etc. And there's truth to that for people that have been eating like crazy amounts of greens, day in, day out. Obviously can be very problematic. There's certain factors that can be problematic in the consumption and overconsumption of greens. However, that's not the majority of the population. And we know that dark leafy vegetables are packed full of fiber. They, like kale and Swiss chard, as well as arugula, these are very high nitric oxide producing vegetables as well. So it's absolutely incredible. And what they found is that one serving per day can help reduce your brain age by 11 years. One serving per day is what the research shows can help to reduce your brain age by 11 years. So love the green vegetables, love the leafy greens. They're packed full of vitamin K and magnesium and folate and things of that nature. So those are the top three. I'd love to hear your comments on what you feel like maybe in addition to this would be really good for longevity, maybe something that you've taken or your ancestors have taken. I would also love to understand if you guys have any questions. So if you like this, please, and you want more longevity tips, subscribe, like this, and then also share this with other people. And I look forward to adding more value to you and creating more transformation in your health, the more content and education that you get. So thanks so much. Have a great day and God bless.